In this episode, we'll talk about how I launched SaaS within 10 days and how you can do the same. For context, I'm Daniel. I'm launching the new series of episodes of Building in Public. I'm going to record the video every single day about talking what I'm building, about sharing my experience, yada yada yada. So let's get started. All right, so how I launched SaaS within 10 days. Firstly, let me prove that I actually did it within 10 days. So I found an idea. I found that it's an exact match domain, airender.ai. It means a lot of people are searching for AI renders. And I bought a domain on April 20th of 2026. And as a result, on April 30th, like after in 10 days, I already got my first visitors on the website, right? So you can see it was 0 all the time, but boom, on the 30th April, that's already 7. And after that, in a few days, we got our first spikes of traffic to my website. I'm not going to talk in this episode on how I got my first free users to my SaaS. The whole topic of this video is to share how I actually built it, so you can do the same. Let me talk about the tool, first of all, so we can get some context around what I built. That's a tool that's designed for architects and designers to make really fast renders that are photorealistic enough to show the client. Because most of the time, how does it going to work? Let's say that you are a SketchUp modeler, right? You are an architect and you build a model. And to make a great render, it actually takes a lot of time. For that reason, what you can do is you can upload this kind of picture, and in 60 seconds, you receive a professional render that's almost like a real photo. It works the same for the different angles, so that's before, that's after picture, that's before, that's after, etc., etc., etc. It works with any kind of project, right? I have some kind of examples here. So yeah, that's how it works. Really powerful. I worked a lot on the quality of that tool, but that's also another topic of the video. Today I'm going to talk how I actually build it that fast. Let me first tell you about the tech stack that I use to build it. That's Next.js for the front end, for the full stack, doesn't matter. MongoDB, I am using that for the database. It's free. It's usually more than enough. You can keep around 500 megabytes of information. Also for the images, I use Cloudflare R2 database. That's also free. Verso for the hosting, that's also free. So actually you don't need to pay almost anything to host your SaaS. Render is a backend that I'm using. That's actually around $7 to $8 a month. Yeah. After that, Cloud Code, I actually vibe coded that SaaS. Otherwise, it's impossible to build it that fast in 10 days. I think that I even could make it way faster. But since I have the pro subscription that's $20 a month, not $100 a month, it took me only 10 days because I had to wait for a few days to wait until my limit resets. But if you have a great subscription that's $100 a month, or if you have a codex that's unlimited, you can practically like build a SaaS within a day. It's actually possible. And for the image generation, as you can see that I need to upload a picture, I need to get a result from that. I used GPT Images 2.0 to make a professional render, and then Flux upscaler to upscale the picture to 4K resolution. The reason of that, GPT Images is giving you like a low resolution image that's not suitable for client presentation. For that reason, you have to upscale that. That's all about my tech stack. That's actually it. That's super simple. But the main question is, okay, I know the tech stack, but how the hell I build the tool, especially if you have no experience. What I really like to do is usually when I build a new SaaS, I already built some before. I take the previous project as a reference for the cloud code. So that how that's going to look like. Let's say that you just created a new project and you are going to import a folder into your Visual Studio Code. And when you are going to tell the Cloud Code that, hey man, this is my idea, I want to build a tool, yada yada yada, here are the features, here are my main ideas, do it. Use this folder as a reference for tech stack, and that's it. Since I don't want to share my private repositories, I found one that's really, really good. That's public. So that's open source repository that you can use. They're actually using the same stack, almost the same. They're using Next.js and Prisma for the database. But that's it. You can just tell Cloud Code, hey man, I don't want Prisma, I want MongoDB. Doesn't matter. You can use anything. It works. Let me show you how it's going to work actually. Let me download the project and add it. Yeah, let me make sure I don't review anything by accident. Yeah. Yeah, so what you're gonna do is you just get the file, get the folder of the project, and just insert it here. Yeah. Just let me open in File Explorer. Yeah, this is the project. This is the repository. Let me send it here. And now we can use it as a reference. Perfect. Let me remove the file. Let me rename that. Post this reference temporary folder. Yeah, after you build the tool, 100% you have to delete the reference folder because you don't need that anymore. And let me launch Cloud Code. And yeah, first you have to find an idea for the tool, and you have to explain Cloud Code what do you want. How I'm actually doing that is the ideation process is unique, is individual to every single person. What I usually do is I try to find the niche. I try to understand what problem the niche has. I scroll Reddit to find some ideas there. Or, for example, I'm just going for exact match domains. What does it mean? I found a domain name, AI render, that's an exact match domain. And if someone is going to search for AI render, it means they are going to find my tool. That's how it works. I found out that a lot of people are searching for AI renders, and I bought a domain. That's it. That's a long-term SEO play. Right now, if someone is searching for AI render, they are not going to find me because it's been like a few weeks since I just launched the product. For that reason, I'm not here yet. But within a few months, or even earlier, I will show up here eventually. That's the all benefits of exact match domains. So I found a domain and I just built a tool around that name. And that's it. That's how it's going to work. And what you also need to understand that has to be volume on that keyword. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. The reason of that, if people are not searching for the keyword domain that you want to buy, people don't need that tool. But if people are searching for the keyword, for the AI render, it means they need that. They need AI renders. That's how it's going to work. I hope it makes sense. So yeah, so let's say that you found an idea. Let's say that's not AI render, but let's say that's AI designer. I know that's already existing tool, but let's say that I want to build an AI designer. I want to build an AI designer tool. The main idea around that is user can build a design of the mobile app or website or SaaS from a single prompt and export the project to Figma or let's say code like Visual Studio Code or directly to Cloud Code codecs. We want to focus on quality, how to make it well. Give me a good prompt with all the features that I can copy paste into Cloud Code to build the SaaS. Let's see what's going to do. Yeah, it's giving the prompt, but you still have to chat way more with Cloud or any other tool that you want to use, any other AI. Decide the features that you want to have, like make a really great plan. Right now, I'm just showing you the example, but realistically, it doesn't make a minute to create a prompt. It usually takes me around 15-20 minutes to actually really chatting, seeing what competitors are doing, to actually understand how to make a winning product. So it's way better than your alternatives. So you have to think well about your product. Yeah, it's giving you the whole idea. So yeah, let's use it. Let me copy paste all of that. Yeah, copy paste here. And the thing is that you want to do is, since we have a reference folder, I have to mention that for tech stack, use that reference folder inside the project. That reference folder called post this reference temporary inside the project. But I want to use Next.js, MongoDB, then let's say Stripe for payment processing, and that's it. Of that, you're just going to launch, it's going to do the work, and essentially you're just chatting with the cloud, and eventually you build the final product. And that's it. That's how you actually build the SaaS very, very fast. I'm not going to launch that prompt since I don't want to waste my tokens, but I hope you get the point of how it works. So yeah, that's actually it. That's the first episode of Building in Public. I just shared on how to launch SaaS within 10 days. On the next episode, I'm going to tell you how I got my first free users using Reddit to my SaaS and how you can do the same. So yeah, talk soon. See you later.